Okay, so here is something that I've wondered about for many years but never experimentally verified it, and that is how good is the current limiting, the internal current limiting of a 7800 series voltage regulator. The data sheet says it's good. It has internal current limiting. The maximum is 2.2 amps, but I've never experimentally tried it out, so I'm going to try it out at my little 7805 contraption here with a nice little knife switch to turn it on. Got 12-volt battery, and on the output of that is my 1.56 farad capacitor. Got a whole bunch of electrolytics in here, and then coming off of that we have in series with an ammeter going to a decade resistance box, and of course also measuring the voltage on the output as well. So I'm going to flip the switch here, and I've got the resistance box 100K is on 1, so it's basically open circuit, and current we got nothing. Now I'm going to flip the resistance down to 5 ohms, and current, as you would expect, goes up to almost 1 amp and still outputting about 5 volts. Now I'm going to turn down the resistance a little bit at 4 ohms, 1.1 amp, 1.5 amp at 3 ohm. Voltage has dropped to 4.8. Let's try 2 ohm. Now the voltage really going down, about 3.5, 3.3. It's even dropping even faster now. But current, it's at 1.4 amp. Drop down to 1 ohm. We got 2 amp. And then it settles out at 1.3, and let's make it short circuit just through the wires. And it's still limiting to about 1 amp or so. It's not really going much above 1.2 amps at all. Voltage is of course very low, but that's a short circuit. And heatsink, it's a little warm. I'm sure if I let it go it'll get even warmer still, but basically it's working very well. You don't need a fuse on the output of this thing to protect it. It'll certainly protect itself in the event of a short circuit overcurrent fault. And just to be thorough, let me remove the load here. I'm going to flip this back to 100 kilo ohm, and current, why is it 0? Oh yeah, duh, of course it's going to be 0 amps. And the voltage, yep, back up to 5 volts. Let me make it a short circuit again. Still working. Limits the current to about 1 amp. Remove the load again, and it's charging the capacitor, of course, but eventually it gets up to 5 volt. So it works very well, both in the steady state with resistance or the short circuit, and also with the inrush current of charging the capacitor. Apparently it's not going to damage the 7805 or any other 7800 or 7900 series. So it works very well. Thanks for watching.